These last one cards are sick, except for the rest of the cards in the deck. We need Paleos.
I don't think Paleos.
We need Rollback.
I just sold my Rollback.
I got Rollback this weekend.
I think after playing more Master Duel, I think Rollback is one of the grossest YuGiOh cards ever. My opponent will be playing like a total like nub, and I'll like Baron pop your set card. It's Rollback. I just lost the duel. My opponent paid half their life points to make me lose the duel after I could not lose the game.
Speaking of Master Duel, what's the credit card tally up to now?
I bought...
He's playing it again.
I was playing Pearly the other day. I needed a UR, so I bought some packs. I pulled what I needed. I'm working on my Rescue Ace deck. Oh! The most recent purchase was my Gold Pass ran out. I didn't know that's how that worked. So I had to buy 1,000 gems to get my 750. Because I literally just spent 50. I got to do 100. I just spent 1,500 coins like the day before buying Rescue Ace packs.
This is the first time Fox has ever felt the agony of a battle pass.
Hey, bro. Yeah, that was one thing. It's like, hey, all of a sudden you don't get your stuff. And I was like, let me just read what it even gives me. Instead, it gave me like 100 of the purple dust. And I was like, that's the good cards. Okay, yeah, run it. But I realized that it just means I can earn 100 of them by completing the pass.
Yeah.
Which took a long time. I don't play very much, so when I log in, I gotta put my work in.
Now every time he opens it, he just says, "Welcome to Get Good."
Welcome to Get Good.
Welcome to Get Good.
Yeah, Master Duel. They just have Balance coming out too. Some cards.
I saw that Snake Eye Ash to 2
and then Soul Piercer 1.
Soul Piercer 1.
They get Bandless.
What else was there? There was another card, right?
I think it was just those two.
Huh? I thought there was one more.
Might have been. I don't know.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Maybe I can check.
What? So the Master Duel grind's going good. Are you going to try to do the whole like Master Duel race to first place to go to Worlds?
I don't know how any of that works. I'll be honest. I'm just a casual Master Dueler. I summon my Snake Eyes Ash. I play through my Veilers and my Maxis, and I hope it's enough.
1 and went to 2.
I think
there was 3 cards.
That's what it was. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Because 2 cards in that deck got similar.
I think it's going to be different this year. Like slightly different. The last 2 years, it's been, I think 2 years, it's been, there's like 2 days, and you grind for 2 days, that 2 day period, and whoever has the highest rank in that 48 hours gets to go to Worlds.
Yeah, I think the only thing I could do that is eating.
There's
like nothing I can do for 48 hours and
it's
not want to smash my head against walls.
So people like obviously would like play on the same account, like multiple people, just so they could.
I didn't even think about that. That's nasty.
I don't think that's.
I don't know who does.
I think that's against the rules, but like people obviously did that.
Jesse and Ryan like streamed for like they would stream for like 18 hours straight.
Yeah.
Playing like on their own accounts and then sleep for 4 hours and wake up and do it again. You're like, that's just a grind, bro.
That's studly. Yeah, no, I'm not built like that. I'm a get up in the morning, go to bed at night kind of boy.
Same. I kind of want to start playing Master Duel again, though, because like, I don't have anything against it other than the fact that it's a different ban list. But like, Joshua Smith also said that just playing Master Duel every day, even though it's not the same ban list, just makes you better at the game.
That's my
thing.
Is like,
the game.
I don't play a lot. No, I'm tired of my excuse being that I don't play a lot. Like I'm always every conversation I somehow fit like I don't get to play very often, but when I do, I try really hard. You know, like. But I figured if I just put some amount of time into Master Duel, then that's more than I'm doing now, and that has to pay off. And I will say there's a lot of things that like I do literally see the effects from. For example, again, I built that Pearly deck, right? Noir got released in Master Duel, and I was like, I've always like envied the people who are good at Pearly. I think that is such a deck that like if somebody's good at Pearly makes me like wish. Well, I don't know, I wish I was them, bro.
Yeah.
But I started playing my little Master Duel deck, and I would lose, and I'd lose, and I'd lose, and I was like, all right, let's just start making better choices, right? Like, obviously, what I'm doing isn't working, but you know, I got to the point where I would go from lose every other duel or something to like I keep like win streaks going, on my way to Master, but I'm literally watching myself make better decisions and get rewarded for it, in on my phone playing YuGiOh, which I wasn't doing before.
Yeah, it's definitely a perk of Master Duel. Probably, if you're like competitive YuGiOh player, probably the only perk of Master Duel.
Yeah, my biggest beef with like the card pool is different, and I was really crazy whenever Snake Eye was the best deck in TCG, the best deck on Master Duel, and we had all the cards, and then we got Bonfire like the week after I started playing. Excuse me, but like Legacy of Destruction is coming out now, and all of a sudden I'm behind, and dude, I don't know. I built this Pearly deck. I still don't have all my staples. They're releasing more cards apparently very soon, and Bro, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
I've never kept up with it before.
That's the problem with trying to jam a lot into a game that's so new, and that's just how mobile games work. They continuously release products so that you like aren't forced to, but are
Incentivized to blow $20 on gyms.
Very incentivized.
Shout out Legend of Mushroom,
Very
baby.
incentivized.
I've spent like $300 on it the past 2 months.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, no, I'll just sit there and I'm like, yeah, I need like 2 URs, run it.
And trust me, Konami
$10.
knows about mobile games.
Can Mr. Konami
gambling.
link my spending with my Cost ID and it somehow benefit me in the TCG?
That would be great.
That'd be sick.
That would
I'd
be
buy
really
more
cool.
stuff. Konami, I'm down.
A lot of people would.
Go redeem your points at a YCS. You spent $1,000 this year.
Oh my god!
Here's
I
a
get my
playing
goblin
mat.
pendant. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that would be sick. For
That would be sick.
For
Go
every
to
$10
Nats or
you
whatever.
spend, get in Master Duel, get like 1 point to redeem on a points wall at a YCS. That would be sick. That'd be
That
really
would be
cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would be sweet. Anything the tie like to unify TCG and Master Duel to something like to incentivize the average TCG in to play it. I think it'd be cool.
Speaking of point wall,
Really points.
did you see the cup at
No.
the YCS?
No,
my
I didn't get
He
to go,
hasn't
like,
stopped
bro,
talking about it,
This,
bro.
this cup, it
Oh,
was
what,
so
is it
cool.
one of those tumblers?
Yeah.
They had those at a
So
I think it was
cool,
India.
bro.
The last YCS I played in Vegas.
see 'em?
They had them at Vegas.
Bro, they're so cool.
Bro, they are sick. I think anything like that, like just like subtly
They get-
YuGiOh is like. I'm
No,
in.
okay,
I'm
no,
in.
no. Nothing subtle about this thing, okay? Except for the Yu-Gi-Oh logo stuff.
Yeah, that's,
got the
that's what
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean.
Then it has RGB ring on the bottom and a Bluetooth speaker in the cup, bro.
AliExpress, baby.
It's crazy.
Let's go.
It's crazy.
$2 cost, run it, baby. No, I love that. I love stuff like that, though. It's super silly.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I
It
remember
was
seeing it.
wild,
I think
bro.
it was Vegas that I saw him, but it might have been like a Facebook photo.
Yeah, it was wild.
So, was the YCS Wild for any other reason for you? Yeah.
For
I mean-
me, yes.
I like the yes.
I think the YCS are wild in general. Like
Yeah.
with the ban list, like I don't think the ban list did a lot, but
I had people scrambling, bro. So many of my boys talked about losing faith, and I was like, guys, like, just duel. Just duel, bro.
I
just
It's
sucks.
different.
I did not expect was it 55% of Top Cut to be Snake Eye.
Would you expect it to be 75%?
No, I was expecting more closer to 40. Like, but I mean 10% is a lot, you know.
just a couple duelists, you know. No. I feel you.
I didn't expect it to be like 20 Snake Eye decks, 3 stun decks, then 1. You know, like
If I got to play in the event, I know dang well what I was going to play, and it was summoning Snake Eyes Ash, using the effect, summoning my boy Pit Knight early. I'll target that guy. I'll negate it. It's his deck is 0, by the way.
Cashier's natural enemy.
Castier's natural enemy is the 0 attack. Negate the effect. My 1600 Appaloosa is mighty fine battling against your little duder.
also I had like a whole like I think it's Mandela effect happening this weekend. I didn't know Cam Neal had never won a YCS.
He's just a UDS champion.
That's wild.
Was just UDS
I was like, how many
champion. Now,
YCS has he won now? And they were like, his first one. I was like,
That's what made it so
that
crazy.
is not true. This man's definitely won something before.
Extended
is.
long
It's just
name Neil.
UDS. Did you see that?
What?
On the stream, his thing said extended long name Neil. I
Had to
pull it
censor the
up.
man. Had to censor the man. Extended long name. No, but I think it was well deserved. He's one of those players that's like been
He's
beyond
crazy.
consistent, bro. I remember we were at Indy and he topped Indy, and I was like really thinking about the players who got the most leverage out of their UDS belts, and I think of people who like got some miles out of it. Cam is one of them, bro.
Dude,
That man has topped so many YCSs since he got his. I mean, even before he had top stuff, but bro, top good at everything.
his whole like when he played in the UDS qualifier top 16 thing or whatever, and they asked him like, what UDS did you win and was it difficult? And he was like, I won this UDS and it was probably the easiest tournament of my life. Like that was just like, okay, bro.
It's like, no, I'm a killer. It didn't matter. Like that was my day.
But yeah, he won. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
I wasn't playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh whenever he did win, and like, 'cause, like I didn't play a lot in like 2017, 18, 19. Like that was my big hiatus. Bro.
It was
That was
wild
crushing. I wish I played in the UDS.
watching him play. I was losing my mind because all of his homies, Hani and all them were sitting there watching him, and he was in game 2, and his opponent was like set big welcome pass, and he started with like normal summon Ash or something, and then Hani was like, he won, that's game, and they all just started leaving, and then they all just left the room. My buddy won, I'm
They all
gone,
left.
and then he just keeps playing, and the guy goes, Nibiru, and then everyone just gets quiet. And then Cam loses that game, and I was like,
Oh no!
"Bro, that
no!
ain't good." And then all of his homies came back,
Not the rock.
and then he won.
Good.
So that's good.
No,
I'm glad he won. If Labyrinth would have won that YCS, I don't know what I would have done.
Bro, literally. I like his deck list a lot. I think
His deck was cool.
the Arias at 3 is something that when people don't play 3 of that card,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, the card's like an FTK half the time. Like, really? Like, you don't want to play that? And he was playing like the 1 lady, which I see a lot of people still play like 2 ladies or 3 ladies. I think one lady is like the way, bro. Get that card. Cut all the cards that don't do anything down. Play all the juicy ones.
You've been saying that to me for an hour.
Really cool. Do what?
You've been telling me that with that deck for an hour.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for real though. Cut all the bad cards, bro. Cut all the dummy ones. This is a Lightsworn deck. It is super sick.
I'm so excited to play Lightsworn.
The best cards feel like the Lightsworn cards. They just gotta do something with them. Paleos is what, and rollbacks is what I want, baby.
Paleos, baby.
I don't know about Paleos, but rollbacks and some kind of sicko mode FTK. Do we have a Soul Charge trap card yet? Like, no.
Oh my.
Let me roll back something, bro.
Yeah, bro, why? They should have just brought Soul Charge back.
Shut up. Okay.
No, we can't. No.
Made the ban list real
I'd have found a way to play these.
Do my whole Snake Eye combo and it'd be real cool. Soul Charge, do it anyway.
Dude,
like,
I'd be so like, I don't know, I'd be cooking people. I have some feelings, but the best feelings are gonna be the ones where I walk up to the boys talking about, yeah, game 3 board with that Soul Charge.
Most played
You know
cards.
how many hand loops there would be?
Oh gosh.
Most played
nobody
cards
would
the
have a
event.
hand.
Uh-uh.
It'd be worse than the Goki format, bro. Nobody would have a hand.
I remember learning about that deck. I was going to a regional, and I hadn't been playing. I skipped my first Nats. I skipped whatever, and I was like, Goki, what is it? This deck does this much? Cause I played Goki, bro. Shondale let me borrow it. He was playing Block Dragons. We were in on some slobber, bro. It was not good. It was. I mean, it was cool. It was like the Unbreakable Board, some of my Tri-Gate Wizard, but it was. What are you doing, bro? You just.
It was not hand loop and then pass on like 40 games.
Yes. The
Javen did that whole thing
Gumball Dragon
with
is-
ABC Dragon.
Yep. Javen was playing an A, a B, and a C, and a Buster Dragon his Goki deck, bro.
Crackhead, bro. I don't know how you do it like that.
Bro, Javen's deck was cool this week. I wanted him to top so bad. He's playing Sprite, like normal Sprite
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Well,
But he was like siding in to 3 Raigeki,
the
3
murder
Dark
strategy.
Hole.
He
Like,
was literally going for blood, out for blood, bro. Every throat slit. It didn't matter. Javen was going for it. It was wild.
he said that his losses were bricks, though. It's like,
Man, I wish a lot of the boys, if y'all didn't know, at Raleigh, a lot of the boys
Yeah,
made it
watch
to
this
the
one.
end, and unfortunately, none of us converted. So
Yep.
4 of them lost the last round, 3 or 4 of them.
three of them, and one of them lost the round before.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Aaron lost. Did Aaron lose the round before, or was it Trevor?
it was Trevor. Yeah, Trevor lost round.
Aaron lost.
10.
Aaron beat Hani, right, and then lost the last round.
He beat Honey round 10, and then round 11. I don't know what his opponent was playing, but he took an L.
He said he misplayed.
Did he?
Yeah, he told me something. I'm pretty sure it was him that told me that like he had a game on board, he just had to attack and he didn't.
Somebody mentioned that he needed to attack with something, but I didn't. I didn't bother, elaborate. Let him have his
I
thing.
mean, it happens, bro.
It's the worst time for it to happen. It's a lot of feelings there.
I might get him on the 60 card pile though. We were talking about.
Hey,
He's
man.
only talked YCS with 60 card piles, and I was like, Aaron, now's the time to play it, bro.
Hey man, see, I want to play 40 with these last one cards, bro. I want to get thin, boy. 40 cards, nothing but flipping the good ones. Every mill I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? I want to mill Felice Wolf every time.
That's very too.
I want that. I want the high. Earlier, I got to use the Weiss card, put a Felice on top of my deck, and milled a Wolf and a Felice off of the Weiss. And I knew why I'm gonna hate every last round opponent that beats me because they could be the best player in the world. I'm gonna talk about how they didn't. They got lucky. Blah, blah,
I love
blah,
Lightsworn.
blah, 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 blah.
It's like my favorite deck of all time, and the new Lightsworn cards, I swear they're all custom cards for the deck. It's
They're all
insane.
really good. They're all really good.
They are actually wild.
The trap is insane.
The trap is
Weiss
crazy.
is insane.
Dude, Weiss is insane. The dragon is insane. The
They're all
more that I use the dragon, the more that I paid $1,000 to shuffle all my cards, but I fiber jarred earlier. That was insane.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what else can
Punch
fiber
dragon.
jar? If you play the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, and your opponent before Baron got banned had a Baron and a Dissipator on the field, you could indeed shuffle everything back and draw 5 cards.
That is true.
I was playing this really cool Horus like Kashtira adventure blah 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 deck,
Cool.
but it was super sick.
Are you sure it's
But
cool?
yes, I was playing 3 Salvations.
That's what.
played against that.
That's what Ed played for the YCS.
His was
Adventure,
probably better than
Cashier
what I was
Wars.
trying to
It was
do.
cool.
His
He
was
lost
probably better.
to. I think he lost to Trevor.
They won the no, they didn't win. They got third of the 3v3.
Yeah.
I showed up on Sunday. I skipped the event, but I showed up on Sunday, played in the 3v3, and in that 3v3, I know Mr. Ed got top of the
Yeah, Trey Inspire got first.
Yep, with Tyler Bindle and Jared Randolph. I really wanted to play against their team because I played Tyler back at YCS Indy, and I want to get some dueling in against.
He
them.
topped the 3v3 with voiceless. His whole team was playing voiceless.
Jared was playing.
I thought they all
Flu.
played voiceless.
No, that was Team Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Jared's team, it was Tyler, Jared, and another guy, but it was Rescue Ace, Voiceless, and Fluanderies. Because the Rescue Ace guy was his teammate. I was like, man.
I was supposed to get in a Discord call with
my deck was not good.
him and Trey and a bunch of people that play voiceless, but I never got to go on it because I was doing my mom.
I hear that.
But here's what it is. So Indy's our next big event, right?
Yeah, boys are going to Indy. I'll unfortunately have to miss that one as well.
You gonna work it?
No, I'm gonna be in Texas working. Texas into Vegas into Atlanta into something else. It's like it's a gauntlet, but I'll take some time off before Nats. So hopefully I can put a lot of time. My goal is to put more time into Nats than I have any other tournament. I want to.
So Fox is winning Nats.
I want to put the work in. You can't get the result if you don't put the work in.
I'm gonna put no work in, but I'm gonna be Discord dueling a lot.
Cool.
Maybe dual booking a lot, but I'll be playing zero Yu-Gi-Oh before Nats. So
I'll become a
see how that
streamer.
goes. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but
You heard it here, folks.
I'll be a streamer. Y'all
I'm
need to
about to start
all
streaming
sub to
National
my
again.
Patreon.
Patreon, the Fox Patreon.
Yeah. In my stream, my beard will make the decisions. Anytime that I can't make a choice, I'll ask my beard, and it'll. Do I Valor the Ash or no?
Connor topped YCS this weekend.
Connor topped a YCS.
Yes,
Connor
he did.
Wesley.
That's
Oh,
all you're
boy.
getting. You played stun. We're
No,
done talking
shut
about
up.
it.
Give him his. He earned
Yeah.
it. When I think of people, like I thought about Pearly, I have see people who play Pearly and do well with it, and I'm like, man, I want to be like you. I'm trying to get like that. Runic players, I'm the same way, bro. If you're a god with Runic cards, I just want to get like you, bro.
Okay.
He was very good with that deck. We were watching his top 32 match where he played a mirror match.
He played like a stud.
He was
He can just tell
cooking.
the skill gap in Connor's ability to Runic.
But
What?
I'm putting him on spot right here. I'm not sorry, Connor, because you're playing stun. You got to get this. He said, I didn't know this happened, but playing that runic stun mirror, apparently
Yeah, he did.
you
say
can protect Fountain under skill drain.
Yeah.
He didn't know that.
He
Played
did
this
say
whole
that.
tournament, didn't know that. He said my opponent did to me, and then I did it 2 times back.
He said, "You like that, didn't you?"
His opponent was like, "Oh, you like that play, right?" I was like,
Yeah, he
"You
did
really
say
got
that.
all the way here without protecting."
I love it. Hey, bro, I ain't getting to drop names, but I was with the duelists not long ago, and they didn't know how to summon Appaloosa in their Snake Eye deck. I was like, bro, you've been playing in how many tournaments, and you can't summon an Appaloosa? Hold on, what? You don't know the dang?
It takes 4 monsters, or 3, or 2.
It's only 4, bro, but I only got room for one of those. I made a Raging Fit. I made an Ambler whale.
Watching Connor play the runic mirror, though, you could definitely tell he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
He
that-
did really
that-
well.
what-
His
say runic
opponent did
cards?
too, but
Yeah.
it was a very skillful match. So he did
Which
really
is
well.
wild to say, but I guess when you're both playing,
When the cards that like
That is
level the
very
playing
skillful,
field don't level the playing field anymore, then you get to actually use your engine and let your engine like win your games.
And when all of your cards are 1-for-1s that make your opponent not be able to play, and in that mirror match, it's literally just 1-for-1s.
So like the whole like world of like the philosophy of fire, right? Like
Yeah.
where you have like a finite amount of resources, and it comes to a point where like if the fire goes out, you can't play anymore.
Yep.
Runic cards literally just like spit on all of that, bro. They're just like, I'm gonna take 3 cards off the top of your deck. Yep, now you can't freezing curse me twice. Get wrecked, nerd.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm gonna get rid of this gold. I'll get rid of the second fountain. Okay,
he
now
got
you
rid of
gotta
both his
juggle the
fountains in the
one.
mirror match.
I heard that
He banished
desired-
one and one was in the grave.
Oh my gosh! Hey, you can get the one back from grave though. That's
Yeah.
something.
I don't know skill drain.
Mr. J. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see the duel. I know about all that.
That's why he
Poor
couldn't
boy.
do it because he had skill drain.
Poor boy. Okay. Gosh, your beers are sick, Isaiah.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Connor did really well. His first YCS like bubble, like he lost the last round of Swiss to not top was YCS Pasadena
That we played Runic at
playing
Tier
Runic
Element.
Stun. So
He also lost the last round of Swiss at Nats, right? When he lost to the Dinomorphia guy?
that wasn't Nets, that was Indy.
Indy.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I was
He did.
because he was on the. I was like really excited. I
He was playing Rescue Ace.
Yeah, he was playing
Runic,
Rescue Ace,
but-
yeah.
Yeah, he's been working for it. He deserves it, man.
Yeah, I'm happy
we're
to
happy
see it.
for
I'm
him.
really happy to see it.
If you haven't seen his deck profile, go to his channel. What's his channel name? CW?
CW.
CW?
For
CW.
kids. We
I thought of it.
Shout out Thomas.
I think we said this yesterday, but in reverse. CW. I recorded his tech profile at the event, and I uploaded it to a Google Drive, and I sent it to him. And on our way home, he texted me and said, "I can't figure out how this works, so I'm re-recording it." So, shout out Conor. It's recorded on his phone. Maybe later this week we'll post it after everybody gets to see it on his channel, and you can see it in 4K. So,
Oh man, 4K. That's so many.
yes,
so
sir.
many.
Yes, sir. That's a lot of K. But yeah, check that out. We didn't get a lot of recording done. We got that. We got there's a Pearly profile up on our channel right now. We're gonna do a
I saw
live.
that.
We're gonna do an YCS podcast,
Podcast.
obviously. But the person that we were going to get, not to mention any names, on our podcast that was going to be on the podcast did very well in the event.
Yeah, I heard they went a little farther in the event. Time went away.
Yeah, by the time that they were done with the event, they were closing down the venue. So
I was like, "Hey, homie, you want to do this? I don't feel like you do." And he was like, "I'm kind of tired." I was like, "Yeah, I don't blame you, bro." So maybe you know who you are. He also came up to me. I was wearing the podcast hoodie, which isn't one of right now, but maybe we can get him on the stream or on the website.
They'll be up.
Because I had a lot of people want one this weekend, and he was one of them. He was talking about how cool it was, and
he's a homie.
He also said how cool our podcast was. So
he's a homie.
Makes my heart happy.
Much love to him. He deserves the. He deserves it. He deserves doing so well. And he'll probably be on at some point. So
hopefully be on Indy.
Yeah, at Indy maybe. But we'll definitely do a YCS podcast at Indy. It'll be at every YCS and big event. But this one was just a strange circumstance, so we didn't get one done.
He was like, "Let's
wait on our guest. Yeah. Our guest isn't top." Okay.
Yeah,
a little deep.
No, but I would much rather that, and I would much rather not do a podcast and the person do well. Obviously, that's 100%. But no, that's sick. The event was cool.
Yeah, I was kind of back to the event. I was kind of sad that Steven Santoli got 34th place with Vanquish Soul, bro. I was so excited from the top, and then it was like 34th place. Like,
I think it's so cool that he plays all the decks Noah likes.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally, just if Noah likes it, he plays it. Like
that's why they call each other.
They got the same noggin. I don't know.
Yeah. I got knocked out of the event by Vanquish Soul. Fun fact.
That's I'd put me on suicide watch, Bubba.
No, you know what?
He said it did.
Not a single Vanquish Soul card knocked me out of the event.
Was it just Fenrir's and
nope?
Pistols? What was it? You played that deck. What did you lose to?
All right, you want to hear it? You want to hear it in order?
Yeah.
Game 1.
Okay.
He won the die roll. Well,
sure.
Vanquish Soul.
Okay.
He summoned. What was it, Raisin?
Mr. Raisins?
Yeah, he did a thing,
dried up grape.
rock, add back, draw a card, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's
Mr.
like,
Burger.
He's like, all right, in phase, shifter, your turn. And myself playing a graveyard-oriented deck.
Like he took a deck that's not graveyard-oriented and made it graveyard-oriented and lost to the card that...
I was playing Horus.
You're playing those other cards too?
I mean, I was playing cash cards.
Fat cash engine, cuz I don't know.
Playing
more than
just
Fenrir.
Cash cards.
More than just Fenrir. How many plans you playing? I ain't got cash in the name, but that's a damn cash card. Two?
All right. Anyway.
Damn 6 cards.
Anyway,
Talking about playing 4.
I couldn't
Cap.
I couldn't play. Okay, even if I have cash cards though, that's like 6 cards out of my deck, and he has like 7 cards in his hand, cards on field, and shifter. Anyway, so I was like, all right. I won't give him knowledge. Scoop, game 2. I was like, game 2, draw, in draw phase, shifter.
He decided in 3 more shifters, didn't he? He did the shifter was good.
No, he had all the shifter, bro. He said, I had 5 Horus cards in my hand. I was like, all right, well, that sucks. I don't think it was 5. No, it was 4 Horus cards. That's what it was. It was 4 Horus cards and a Fossil Dyna. And I said, someone Fossil Dyna pass. And he's like, game 3. And so we went to game.
I'm playing the wrong decks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna my after game 1 strategy. If y'all see me summon a false line at Nats, don't say nothing. Bro. Don't say nothing about
Nobody can out
Keep
that
it to
card.
yourself.
Nobody can out it. Anyway, he goes
1200 beater go.
Game 3. He goes
out of it in that deck.
You know,
summon to 17.
Summon Raisin, do thing, draw a card, add back, whatever.
Borg.
In face shifter.
Sorry, Chef.
How does that feel, Luke? You've been doing that for a year.
No, I haven't, bro. Now, listen, at Vegas...
Say, actually, since Fluanderies has existed, you've been a bit of a shifter, buddy.
I've been playing shifter decks. That doesn't mean I've been shiftering people.
I don't draw it.
At Vegas, I didn't draw a shifter a single time until round 6. And
YCS...
And, wait.
Okay.
And round 6... Round 6, I played against Cash Tira. I played against 5 fires.
2 of them shifter.
I played against 5 fires, didn't draw it, and then Cash Tira round 6, and I drew round 6.
He goes shifter, and they go Fenrir.
No, I said shifter, and he said, "Oh, we're playing a mirror match," and I'm like,
"The one time."
YCS,
the 250th. How many times did you shifter your opponents? Mr. Donald Shifter people.
I honestly don't remember.
To be fair, how many rounds were there? 15, 14
To be fair,
times.
to be fair, there was a lot of mirror matches there too.
There were okay.
I
I'll give you that.
my
The
matches
shifter
and
wasn't quite as good then.
But it was pretty good. It was
I was playing.
But,
I was playing that thing. I pooped on my shifter. Let me tell you,
I always do.
my nimbles and my nervalls did not resolve.
I don't remember the last deck I played that don't lose the shifter. I guess my voiceless deck doesn't auto lose the
What
shifter.
was the last deck I played? I mean, my snake eye deck don't auto lose a shifter. I can still do stuff. IP, set up oak pass or something.
I got shifted 9 times at Goodlettsville and I won 8 of them. The only one I didn't win was because I was going second and all my hand traps were dead.
Are you talking about the regional? You won.
I am. Yes.
You tell me they shifted you and you still won.
That I'm defending in 2 weeks.
Defending his title in 2 weeks at Goodlettsville, Tennessee.
Hopefully with
There's a
not as
regional
much
coming.
sweat.
I will hopefully be at the South Carolina regional on a Sunday in May.
I am going to be at the Through the Decades regional on that Saturday and the South Carolina regional that Sunday.
The goal is to go to that, and then the week after that, I will be at the Guud Gaming 3v3.
Yes, sir.
I believe.
Yes,
The
sir.
plan I think right now is to play with Nick Perry and Zach Perry. Cook with my Perry boys.
Jamie's going to play too. He said he was going to work it, but it's his birthday, so I told him he could play it.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, come to the Goo Gaming 33. It's gonna be sick.
Pull up. We love you guys.
It's gonna be a lot of cool product to be had, a lot of cool giveaways and stuff.
It's the last event to practice before Indy, right?
Yeah,
It is a week before Indy.
It's a week before Indy.
it's a week before Indy, so that's
I'll get
definitely
do
reason
that
to come.
and disappear for a few weeks.
Yeah,
If you're from below, like Florida, and you're going to Indy to drive to Tennessee, stay for a week.
Honestly, hey, hang out with the boys. We'll go take you to the old restaurant.
Play
up
the
the
Goo
road.
event, stay
Come
for a
down
week.
Zone.
Oh, put that damn El Sazon, damn, put people on. I
yeah,
got it.
bro.
No, we got it. We'll clear out the building over there. Do the
We'll throw some cots up in here somewhere.
Yeah.
and
Yes,
get you to
sir.
stay
Get
here.
everybody up here.
the
Bro,
water trough.
the fine gentleman, shout out you. I'm not gonna like pull out any actual names here, but the
wanna know who
fine
the
gentleman
fine man is.
that won out Logan's deck box.
Oh.
I don't know what made me think of that.
Oh.
Homies made me think of that, bro.
We're just all over the
That
place.
won Logan's deck box at the regional. I messaged him, or he messaged our account because that's what I said on the podcast to do, and I was like, "Do you want me to ship it, or do you want to meet? We can meet up at Raleigh if you're going to be at Raleigh." He said, "Oh, let's meet up." I was like, "All right." Met up with him Saturday. He was a super cool guy. He's like, "Yo, I knew I was going to be meeting up with you, so I got you something." I was like, "Bet, bro." Pulls out a Red Bull out of his bag, bro. Oh! I was like, "I love you."
Hold on, I got something.
Won my heart.
Let me find it.
You got a Red Bull, and Dallas introduced me to Celsius's.
Celsius are pretty good.
I was sitting there with
It's a
Dallas,
California Red Bull.
and he goes, "You ever had a Celsius?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Here you go, bro. I got you." Drops me a watermelon Celsius. Check out the frog, bro.
Bro, the frog.
What'd you eat at Cracker Barrel?
We went. It was 8:34. I closed at 9, so I went to Taco Bell instead.
What'd you eat at Taco Bell?
So they had these new Cantina menu things.
Yeah, they're good. Cantina quesadillas are gas.
All right, so I had a Cantina quesadilla. Said, "Man, put the guac on it."
They didn't
I
put guac on it?
No, told them to put it on it.
Oh.
It comes on the side. I throw it on there. 'Cause I'm used to my quesadillas having guac at Taco Bell anyway.
Yeah.
Got one of the burritos. They were delicious.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah,
good.
they were banging. I was driving down the road and I realized that I couldn't see anything because the roads were very dark, and I was struggling to eat this quesadilla that was moist. I don't know, all around difficult time to eat. Delicious experience. I was happy with it. But yeah, so I got this frog today, and it's gonna sit on my field like a Master Duel guy.
You gotta get a little plaque, like for him to sit on.
Oh my gosh, a pedestal for my little.
No,
rubber.
use one of the coins. Look under the.
I could 3D
I have
print
a
one.
bunch of gold coins. Do it,
I could 3D print you one of the little field things, like from.
Oh, he
Master Duel.
could.
bro.
That'd be sick.
Yes. Low key though, I want one of those play mats that is the Master Duel field.
Get one of those, and I'll 3D print you the
Low-key,
actual
bro.
items to go on it.
That'd be so sick.
That'd be
The
sick. Little
yeah.
water fountain on the side.
He's cool. We stopped somewhere on the way back from wherever we were, Raleigh, and I got a little frog nut.
It's so
That little
cute.
donut
yo.
frog.
It's a little donut frog. I got these earrings. If y'all saw me at
They're
Raleigh
gas.
on Sunday, you know the ones.
I want
They're
them.
little frogs, and they have crowns on them because they're kings.
They
I
are
want them.
kings, bro.
Maybe they're princes, but
I
they're cute. They're great.
I'm glad that everybody's on the frog train.
Yeah,
now,
let me
bro.
tell you, I thought like the swamp critters were nice. I thought like the forest creatures like the frogs and the snails and the whatnot. Mushrooms was real cool to me, but
Legend
dude,
mushroom.
I love frogs so much now, dude. I see something froggy, I start grinning. My old lady sees something froggy, we both start cheesing. She'll throw me a package. Look what I ordered for you online, some custom frog You know what I'm saying?
I love it, bro.
It's so good, and they're also precious, bro.
Frogs
Strangers will compliment my frogs. I'm like, you don't even know how deep this goes, bro. Like, I got the frog in me. I got them in my ear. Got them on
You don't
my
have no
shirt.
dogs, bro.
My kids got frog shirts. You know what I'm saying? My kid was making toad jokes the other day.
Matt rolled up with the frog shirt.
He did. He did.
At Raleigh, bro.
Boogeyman.
The heat.
I come with my son and my girl, and young man had the coolest frog shirt.
He did.
Also bought some really cool cards. He bought some QCRs that he thought were sweet. A Galaxy Flower Photon. He's like, I want that one. It's like, are you sure? Yeah, I want that one too. It's like, okay, I guess.
All right.
It's $5. You got $10, bro. Yeah, these two. It's like, are you sure?
Bro, the YCS was hype.
Bought him a Magical Merchant. He loved it.
I was out at round 6, but it was a lot of fun. I had a shout out to everyone that came up and talked to me. That was gas by my mom. That was heat. When the Morristown local boys all came.
I didn't realize all those boys were local to Morristown until at one point, because there was one point one of y'all ran into them and talked to them and held a conversation, and I was like, man, like they're chatting with those boys, and I'm just standing over your shoulder, just like, dang, these are some big fans. They know us pretty well. Like, okay, I don't know these dudes. And then like they were playing with the dude. What's his name? Sam.
Yeah.
They were playing as Sam, and I was like, oh no, y'all are all local. Okay, I understand.
Aiden, Sam, Steven, Gavin. I think that's all they
They're
came.
pretty cool.
I think it's cool that all of them came. I remember when you were saying that when a bunch of them started like booking their, like reserving their, hey, I'm going to this YCS, hey, I pre-registered, hey, you know, like, oh, that was really cool.
I'm trying to get him to go to Indy. I think Andreas is going to Indy. I don't know if you've met Andreas yet. Andreas is my man.
Let's go.
I've not met a lot of the guys at the store. No, I met Ross just because he comes here.
Ross was supposed to be at Raleigh.
Yeah, what? I brought cards for Ross. I was expecting to see him.
Apparently his work made him work on Saturday, so he didn't get to come.
I'd have just parked the truck.
That's what I said.
I say that. I don't know.
Well, he had like the whole trip planned to go with his wife and his kids and all that stuff, and he had to cancel it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be in Indy. I haven't really talked to him much about it.
I showed up about 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. Saw the boys everyone who was making day 2 was locking in their day 2s. I found a Trident Dragon.
Did you get one?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you get?
Nice.
Secret, Ultra, Ulti?
I like OG print cards, so I went for
Ultra?
a Raging Battle Ultra, Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Got a good deal on it. I was happy with it. So,
you think that deck's gonna be real?
Yeah, bro. You ever been smacked in the mouth by a dragon?
No.
Yeah, it hurts.
I'll
play the Poopy Edison decks. Like Red MD, bring out the blue eyes. Red MD, I've died back in the day. All right, Zach Parrott, if you're watching this, I'm talking about you, boy.
Zach Perry or Parrot?
Parrot. Caca, Halucha, Parrot. Back in the day, bro, I remember being a kid at Easttown. I'm 16, 17 years old. I'm the hot shit. I feel like I can't lose. And then Zach Parrott comes in and starts playing Yu-Gi-Oh! This is when the last one structure deck first comes out. And anybody could slam charge, mill some Eclipse Wyverns, not die for 2 turns, and kill you. Mute that. Murder you, brother. They take your soul. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. They go, charge, mill Dragon Ruler, Eclipse Wyvern, Eclipse Wyvern. And it's like, oh, I just lost? Add a Lila, summon Lila. Okay, kill the bottomless you have. It's okay. My deck sucks. Okay.
You gotta add a ribbit over there.
Add JD. Dude, I don't care. Even my opponents have paid 1,000 life points for JD. I don't know, bro. Yeah. I hate dragons. Hit me in the mouth. 10 pay. 10 pie.
See, I love hitting people in the mouth with dragons. Like when I took
it gets me feeling some type of way. Any other cards, I don't care. Dragons specifically, I want to fight, bro. I want to riot.
Bro.
Why, these stupid dragons, bro. Like.
I took Lot Sworn to a regional. Me and Logan built it the day before the regional because I let Sinjin Landers borrow my Zodiac deck for YCS Seattle. I got 12th place at that regional.
I remember this. I was at Seattle.
Last round, I played against Cubics. And he summons 2 Cubic guys. And I'm like, okay. Equip Wyvern, add my JD, summon 3 JDs and a BLS. And I killed him with them.
That was with Shadal, right?
Yeah, Shadal. That's
okay. I remember that was a very popular video on the channel for a long time.
That is
Don't watch
not
that.
For a long time. Fun fact, you can go back and watch it. That is still the most viewed video on our channel to this day.
Yep.
To this day.
I looked a lot different. It was a very embarrassing time in my life.
Constructor's banned. Here's my light sworn Shadal deck.
It was gas, bro.
It is gas.
That deck was so fun.
This deck is gas. Opening cards like Charge, Foolish Burial, and Mr. Lightsworn Dragonling make me feel like I can win any duel.
Yeah.
Such a sick deck.
Lightsworn Dragonling is insane.
We need to play the little Minerva girl.
I pulled one out of bulk last night in case I wanted to play it, but
I don't know if it's playable or not. I just think send more cards. We can play rollback. We need to find a reason to roll back people. That card. I mean,
you can play the Mac.
You read rollback? Yeah, but is that enough? Can we do more? Can we be cooler? I want to roll back 3 or 4 times. I want to go to like 500 life points. I want to be a Dynamorphia duelist with my Light Sworn cards.
500 life points.
Play Light Sworn Dynamorphia. Hold on, he said. Don't do that. We're taking a cool mill combo deck and turning it into I hate women deck. That's what you said about
That
his
is what
deck.
he said about my deck. He said, Luke, I had like my deck laid out. He's like,
Your deck
this
looks like you
deck
hate
looks
women.
like you don't like women.
Looks like it's just miserable, bro.
He is. He hates this format, bro. Jabin also hates this format. Jabin told me yesterday that he was thinking about not playing Indy and just playing side of it.
Why does everyone hate the I mean, I get that I don't play a lot, and I get that I do not get burnt out. But why does everyone hate this? I think it's sweet. If every format I could have a deck as good as Snake Eye, I would just play every. I'd be thrilled, bro.
I think it's the people, unless you are, which we're not currently, unless you are a person that is consistently every single weekend grinding Worlds points, you don't like this format. I feel like. Because for them, the format has been the same for the last 6 months. It's been consistent. They can consistently grind Worlds points every weekend.
Right? Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Whatever. I mean,
I'm enjoying this format, so I don't get it.
But
no, my thing is, like,
I think for everybody
February
else,
though, when we got all this stuff, right? January, 1st February, right before Vegas.
People just don't like Tier 0 formats. I love Tier
that's
0
when we
formats.
got Bonfire, right? But
Like,
is it even Tier 0?
close.
Phantom Nightmare is the big thing, though, because we got Bonfire, then Phantom Nightmare.
I don't know if this, like specifically YCS Raleigh format is Tier 0, but like the format we just left was Tier 0, you know? So like,
I think that, like, most of the time when I see like a Tier 0 format, I think the deck is clearly the best deck, right?
well, it's Tier 0 engine Snake Eye.
Well, I think that there's enough decks that aren't Snake Eye that do well that, like, maybe the stats do say that it is Tier 0, but I don't think that it necessarily is.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I like
Actually,
Tier 0
that
formats
busted.
because I either play that deck or I play decks that beat that deck, and I just love that.
Like
you
Tier
know?
Element, I think that was actually a Tier 0 format. Because if you weren't playing Tier, you were, like, at a completely different dimension.
I never got to play my
And
Tier deck.
I think you can play, like, some weird decks and still perform, you know. I don't, people like to suggest a deck to me, I don't immediately say, you should be playing the Snake Eye deck, right? Or there's a lot of, like,
there's been a Tier 0
to
format. I don't think that in recent Yu-Gi-Oh! There's been a legitimate 100% Tier 0 format.
I think the closest was Tier Element.
Closest was Tier.
I think my thing is when I saw somebody playing Tier Element versus other decks, the other decks I would laugh at how much worse they look like on paper. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you're summoning 2 little stupid birdies against my never-ending Aqua Mistresses, summoning big purple cards and sucking souls.
The thing is, Sprite still won some events.
Sprite, I did win. I did. DKP topped every YCS.
Flu
he
still
possibly
won
could.
in topped events.
It did. There were some of those squeezing in, but
like
I
Lab
think
was still playable.
The
like
competitiveness, like comparing them, right? Like I think it was more than apples to oranges, like comparing fruits to vegetables. Whereas now I think you're just comparing a bunch of different kind of fruits.
That's true.
With I think Tier was actually just
it's close to Tier 0
It
as
was
it can
built
be.
different, bro. You were playing a different game if you was playing Tier Element.
I miss that deck.
It's true. That is the closest, but it's just like I mean in the like, you know, the one day we had Pepe when 7 out of top 8 was Pepe, like for that YCS, and like that was like legitimately Tier 0. If you were not playing that deck,
A guy
you
was
could
playing
not
Monarch,
win.
but like if you saw him all week and he was just sharking people,
and it's just like
I remember watching him play, just hard sharking his opponent.
I feel like we haven't had that in a long time.
It's not been that deep. No,
We've had like
I
obviously
think the power
Tier
level
was
of
like
Yu-Gi-Oh card is probably why that's the case, though.
yeah.
Let's just average. Like, let's just look at your deck really
Yep.
quick, Isaiah. Thrust. Read this card. You can't read this one.
Thrust
but-
is in my main deck now.
Yep.
Vox has been rebuilding my deck during this whole.
Yeah. So like, but like these cards right here, custom. Actually broken.
Talents
right?
has 3 banned cards in one.
You read some Talents. I remember when I first got red Talents, I thought Yu-Gi-Oh was ruined because they're making, and this card's not even good sometimes. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
But like these cards are so insane. No wonder anything can compete. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if DD Crows are good, what if we made him 2,500 attack and searched other ones and sent stuff? All right, that's how we're gonna make him compete against the mistresses. We just have to have Jack DD Crows. Too much pre-workout. They drew us for him.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting. It is the power of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, is why we don't have that anymore. But
It's a good, good talking point. I think. bringing that up. 'Cause I think you're right. Because 2016, like Zodiac, I felt like was more powerful than everything else, but I don't think a lot of people classify that as a tier 0 deck.
Well, I would
because there
classify
were other
Zodiac the
decks
same
to
way.
play.
That's what
I
I've
think
been.
Snake Eye's closer to the comparison.
That's what I was saying. Like, Tyranid was like a tier 0 deck, but Snake Eye and Zodiac was like a tier 0 engine.
See, I think again, like
You also
I think
can't-
Voice is like a real deck, and like I think a lot of the Rogue decks are like realer than Rogue.
Also during Zoo format, Paleo won like 3 YCSs.
I think
just
it's
don't think
hilarious
you can say.
that right.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Zoo was bananas, but the decks that could always do something more broken were the ones that were. I think it's a good example too of like when you just add more like function to your deck. Like playing 60 cards, I'm milling stuff. Hell, what was it? Corey Roca played a 40 card Paleo. He was just playing Paleo, right? Like he was just summoning Toads, bro.
Yep.
Toads and Lost winning people.
That was the
and
event Aaron
Book
got
of
top
Moonin'. Aaron was cooking.
Yeah, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just a different ball game now than it was back then.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah, when your cards do 3 things minimum, and all 3 of them are good.
I love when I see new cards posted. That guy's got 3 effects. That guy's got 3 effects. That guy's got 3 effects. You're
People
just
always ask me,
scrolling.
like, hey, how do you feel about blank deck? And I was like, bro, I'm not gonna get those for 7 months. I'm not gonna remember 3 effects 7 months from now. I'm not gonna try to read it. I don't know. Like I was reading info cards, but I'm like, I don't know what everything from Legacy does yet. Like
I still haven't even
I
read all the
read
Terminal
Terminal
cards.
World. I started reading Terminal World cards the other day, which are sweet.
That comes out June 20th, right? No. That's
something
the
like that.
that's the
It's the Battle
Battles of
Legend.
Legend set.
Yeah,
When does Terminal World come out?
Terminal World is the Battle Legend.
Oh yeah. So it comes out. It comes out the day of Nationals.
Nationals is July, right?
Does
Is
it?
July?
It comes out July 20th. Then it comes out June 20th or July 20th.
No, the next core set comes out the day of now.
Oh, okay,
Info,
yeah. So
yeah.
June 20th. So it
Fit
comes out.
Forbidden.
That comes out 2 weeks after Indy. So we'll be able to practice with those cards before
That'd
next.
be cool. The Gen X cards are really cool. I think Gen X cards have always been something like a pet pile of cards to me. They're so sweet. But
That's
the
when
whole,
Inferno you get his card, right?
they get Inferno gets some new cards which are really cool. Ice Spears get some cards.
That's the new
Gen
cards
X
for Sprite people were talking about.
And Ritual Beast.
I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, people were summoning Toads like crazy. Yeah.
I wasn't even ready for Colossus and stuff to come back.
Gen X cards, that is like infinite. If a guy gets added, you get to summon a guy. So you get to normal summon like that new hand trap card that poops on you for summoning from hand. Gen X
Oh, the
decks just
Jellyfish?
cannot play yeah, Jellyfish
I
eats
love
Gen X
him.
alive, bro. I'll normal summon 65 times from my hand. Okay, I'll draw 65
Jellyfish
cards.
is an interesting card.
That is an interesting card.
I think it goes insane.
I think that will have its time and there'll be like environments where it's really good, but I think like it's one of those cards that if it's good out the gate, I don't think it's going to be good every format, right? Like I don't think that card is just going to.
No,
a lot
but-
of our peers feel like it's going to be like one of the like side deck staples moving forward, and it might be, but I'm pretty like hesitant to
It's going to be one of those cards that you better have in your binder because it's going to be relevant every now and then.
keep it in the collection for sure. Like Cross Out was for me for a while. Keep it in the collection.
It's a card that you can't main, almost. I
It
mean,
depends on format.
it depends on the format.
Worst
but
case scenario, it's a 1-for-1.
I'm on the thing. I'm on what
I'm
you're
pretty
saying
sure
right
you
now.
have to control no cards. So it like you literally can't main it
Neither
unless
player
you're
can have
playing
cards,
blind
right?
second.
It has
Yeah.
to just be you, or just nobody can have any cards, right?
I think you can't have cards. I think your opponent can't. I could be wrong though. But like I think it's one of those things where like you literally can't play it if you go first. So you like unless you're literally playing blind second, it just has to be a side card.
Yeah.
Which is probably the way that it's most balanced is because of that.
I think Edict gets punished by it, probably rightfully so.
Yeah.
Me and Jaben were talking about how like that's like a maxi at home. Like, you know, it's a balanced
Yeah, that's what
maxi.
I think that's what a lot
And
of
like
people are saying.
they're not going to do this, but what if they just made 15 little jellyfish guys that do all of the hand trap current effects, Imperm,
worse.
Ash Blossom, Ghost Spell, all that stuff, but they're Ash Blossom, Imperm, Ghost Spell at home, and they all have like a
worse version.
worse version, and then
I
they
mean-
just ban all the other ones.
Oh, don't say that. You ruined it. You ruined it with banning all the other cards.
I mean, I'm saying like everyone complains about the hand traps. What if that's their way of fixing it? Or hand traps only work if you control no cards, and then they do weaker effects.
I do like the cards that like the effectiveness scale a lot. Like they get better when you have multiples or whatever.
Oh yeah, I don't mind hand traps. I'm just saying
Yeah,
like,
it's
what if
cool.
they did that?
Mhm.
I'm pulling a Tony right now. Okay,
I'm trying to find this card.
But yeah.
just look up Jellyfish Maxi.
That's probably all I had to Google. Jellyfish Maxi.
Might need to put YuGiOh after it.
Babe, wake up. The new Maxi has dropped.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah, it did.
Let's go!
It did, actually. Some Twitter thread. I can't read Japanese. No, why?
It's in the group chat.
I can find it.
Dude, I scrolled far. I scrolled far in the group
I got
chat.
you. I got you.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that card's cool. It's also cool that, unlike Maxi, it hits normal summons as well. So it's good against flu.
Literally, on the Yu-Gi-Oh wiki, it's Jellyfish Maxi.
As it should be.
You can activate the effects of others once during the turn. Activate this card if you control no cards. Okay,
Yeah,
so just
that's what I
you.
thought.
Just you.
Which, like, you can still strategically time it to, like, make you guaranteed draw, like Maxi. You know what I mean? But it's like...
It's got a ceiling how many cards you can draw, which I think is pretty cool.
Did you find it?
It kind of does.
Did you find it?
Yeah, it's just you can have control on.
It kind of does, but I mean, I think you can have a max of like 11 more cards than your opponent has, or something.
9.
Like
Or 6.
they have 11
6.
zones. It's the ones they control.
You can also activate more than one per turn.
You have 12 zones, don't you?
I guess
5,
if you
10, 11, 12.
if you
Field
link,
spell.
right?
What's 13?
10,
It's 10 plus EMZ plus
11,
field
12.
spell.
Yeah, you're right. 12. You're right. My bad.
We're back, baby.
We're back. No, I want to roll back people. I think if I'm going to dump cards, if I'm trying to mill cards, bro, I want.
Play last one ladder.
Am I getting
poop
paleo
on
cards
people?
back out?
No.
You ought to. You ought to, brother. You ought to. Something totally awesome. It was really funny. I was getting ready for like my Raleigh. I was going to play Giant card at Raleigh, put 3/3 instead, but I was preparing a go 7-0 strategy because I, didn't want to lose my Giant card. I wanted to win that thing. And in my testings, I got to totally awesome decks. Because, Baron's gone. I wanted to, like, see if I could find something with cool negates.
Yeah.
Bro, Toad feels nice.
Dude.
Big Toads are nice. 2,700 Toads, nice.
Hey, I'm just saying, a deck that could play a lot of going first cards because it's got, like, infinite one-card starters? Snake Eye? Play a bunch of paleo cards in that?
Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't know how it synergizes, but I feel like somebody can make it work.
What deck did we try to make paleo work? Was it Sprite that we
It
tried
was
to
Sprite. Yeah, that deck sucks.
The deck was not good.
Sprite cards came out and we were like, dude, what if paleo Sprite was a thing? We played like 4 games and Luke was like, yeah, these cards are coming out.
But here's the thing.
Too slow.
that deck has one-card starter, okay? Snake Eye has 15. So I'm just saying.
Bro, my Lightsworn deck can make Kagutsuchi, though. Isaiah's Lightsworn deck could make Kagutsuchi. Now imagine, you're milling cards, then you mill cards, then you mill cards, and you Kagutsuchi mill 5. How you lose with paleo? Bro, these paleo, I don't know if y'all seen the paleo decks people have been playing recently. One just topped a regional playing Soldier's Dragon.
I saw that.
Yep, I know what those eyes mean from Circuit Break. And it's a dragon that when your opponent activates a monster effect, you get to summon a level 2 or lower dragon from your deck. So I summoned the Laundry Dragon Maid that mills 3 cards when it's summoned. That's all it does. That's all. That's it. But you summon old boy, start popping off, they hand trap you. I'll mill 3. Make it gigantic. Summon another one of these dragons out. Go.
I like that.
Mr. Dragon, summon Laundry. They're playing the Tramtazzlin Trap Tantal. The Trapper's card that draws. Trap Tantalizing Tune. And play that card.
I never heard of that card, so he said it better
I don't
than
know what you said that got me there.
I've never seen that card. I've never I don't know. I wasn't playing a lot when those cards came out.
Yeah.
I know it's Tantalizing Trap Tune. But they're playing that card. They're playing Time Terran Morganite. They're dang cooking, brother. They're cooking.
Time Terran Morganite is an interesting card.
Yeah, I'm draw 2. I'm gonna have hand traps. You know what happens? You don't need hand traps. You get to play trap cards, bro. You get to karma cannon your opponent. I want to karma cannon people. I want to put them through it. You know what sucks? My opponent karma fits up karma cannon. You know what sucks more? I can't play through it.
Hey, I'm just saying, Threatening Roar is pretty popular right now. And you know what's really good in Palezoic? Threatening Roar.
Rise to full height. You can't attack me. Rise to full height.
Bro,
you can't attack
my
me.
My height is risen.
Summon from grave.
You can only attack my guy that is banished.
Every time I think about, you just said the card name. I can't think about it. The trap card that flips. No, the trap card that flips stuff.
Trap card that flips
Cannon.
Stuff?
Cannon. Karma Cannon. Oh. Every time I think about a card, I think of Noah at Indy or Nats or whatever it was, and that guy was like, flip all your stuff over, pass. And then he flips one more card over, and then Noah was like, flip everything back over, attack for game. I was like, bro, what?
I was at a regional recently where I had to... It was the indie regional I played at. Playing some Labyrinth opponent, and they karma canned me for my life savings. And Ling Karibo, rest in peace, came in clutch in that moment. And I was like, I can just World Seas Dragons, Elantis, pop off. And they ended up like spiritual, Backjack F mill random card, hitting the last shuffler to blow me out. It was...
Backjack's a good
Speaking
card.
of Backjack,
Yeah.
Backjack's also played in those decks. They're
Did
dang
you-
backing and jacking, brother. What?
did you see the whole argument? Everyone saying that the Labyrinth guy got cheated this weekend.
I get
He
cheated.
definitely did not.
What happened?
So he's playing in the finals,
Okay.
and
Sick deck list.
he Cameron
Cards.
passes his turn,
You-
and Labyrinth guy goes to draw the card, picks it
Does
up
this.
off his deck.
Does this.
He does this.
He goes,
He slides the card off.
actually Backjack effect.
Yeah, he slides the card off top of his deck and then goes Backjack effect. And the judge made him draw the card because he had already touched the card on his deck. And they were like arguing about it. And I don't think it would have mattered regardless because he would have milled like a chandelier. But apparently a lot of people were upset about it, saying that he only lost that because they wouldn't let him Blackjack effect. But
Interesting.
he had already touched his card, and it's something. Was it you that was saying like in the policy it says that once the card is touched or whatever that it's
I don't know if it's policy, but I do know that for a long time it's been ruled as such. It's been ruled because I think it was Nats 2017 that happened to me. I was pretty novice duelist back then, and I don't remember what deck I was playing even, but I do remember that I went like this. I don't even know if I touched the card. I just like reached for my deck, and I was like, actually, in the end phase, I'm going to do this. And my opponent said that I couldn't, and then a judge I don't think my opponent even said that. There was a judge standing by our table, and he said, no, you have to draw the card.
I feel like I communicate a lot when I duel. I make a
Yeah.
point that there's no question about what's going on. Ain't no question about what phase I'm in.
Same.
For me to get to the point that I am about to draw a card,
Yeah.
I know that I have reached the point past. I can't be draw phasing before my draw. I'm a backjacking before I draw my card in my draw phase. I'm about to draw my card. I've accepted that I'm out of my in phase, my opponent's in phase, and I'm going into my draw phase. Right, like.
same.
I feel like that's like the natural progression of the game. So I can see where they'd be like, bro, like you're in your draw phase. Like you gotta draw your card, but like
I also
you all have to agree to leave the in phase,
Yeah.
and however how formal or informal that is. When you go to reach for that card, you're no longer in. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go in the in phase, I'm gonna do something. For a lapse of communication, it's a little different. But I think if I've done this,
Yeah.
I'm in my draw phase, and I made a mistake.
I think that that's the thing. I mean, you can't people don't play perfectly.
Now at
and
Nats, I'm
that's-
gonna do this and be like, I'm gonna do this in the in phase. My opponent's gonna be like, I'm like,
Nope.
got me.
and my thing is like everyone's like saying that he would have won all this stuff. Like the dude just messed up, bro. Like he's in the finals. I think it's the first time that guy's ever been in the finals of YCS,
Yeah,
and he's playing as Cam.
he'd only been playing for a couple of years. He said his deck profile,
Yeah,
like he's
It's like-
very very new.
he did incredible. Like he's playing the deck no one thought was good, and he made it to the finals of YCS. Like you did great.
I think that deck lines up really well against the Tempeh deck on paper.
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
me too.
On paper, like even beyond you can do that cute like trap card stuff, but, like Heat Wave, like all their game plans to insulate.
Don't matter.
Don't care, bro. Heat Wave me, okay.
Back to me thinking the Tempah deck is just cap.
Same with
I'll pass.
Palezoic.
I just think Tempah's cap, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
Like if everyone's playing Tempah, why is that deck good? Like how
Because-
bad is a mirror match in that deck?
So here's the thing. How bad is the Samurai Mirror? Back in the day, right? You throwing hand traps at each other. You're trying to do aid stuff. You're just trying to make your opponent can't win the game, right? My game plan was in that format was find a way that through all the bad stuff, I could end on something I want. So, like, if these mirrors do suck, right? Like, then the players who find a way to make the mirror not suck are the ones who are going to do well. And that's like the new sub-challenge. It's not just how well can I do my combos, how well can I, kill my opponent, how well can I find lethal through something. It's like, how can I create a game plan that is in line with what I want to do, but also cooking them up at the same time,
That's fair.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I think that is one of those skills that a lot of players overlook, and they, like, instead of honing that ability, they just chalk it up to, well, the mirror match is AIDS.
Yeah.
Why is the mirror match AIDS? Well, it's just you throw hand traps until somebody figures something out. Okay, well then that's whenever I got this hand to Ash Witch, Bonfire, whatever. I'm slamming this other card first because we just gotta
That's a good card.
kind of feel it out. Yeah, this Charge the Light Brigade, boo. But instead of doing what I normally would do, that's when I start changing how I'm playing the game. Because that's the only thing I can control, right?
Yep.
Like what they try to hand trap when they use the hand trap. There was when y'all were talking about something. You were talking about where you pre-prepped and you got Ash and you summoned low and got Imperm.
Yeah.
When those things happen to me and it's like, well, yeah, they had the 2 for your 2, I start to think, well, what if what happened? Like, was it right to slam pre-prep first? What if I slam the low and they ash my low, right? And all of a sudden the whole game changes. It's not correct to ash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not right to do that, but then I start asking questions like that, and usually I'll find a path that makes sense. Or like, again, there's times where, all right, Bubba, I got to win this match to top the YCS. What am I going to do? All right, well, I know that I'm supposed to start on this card. This is the best. When I open both of these two cards, I can play through the most if I start with, Mr. Normal Summon. But I'll start with my Witch. And I start my Witch, and my opponent slammed a hand trap. And I play another card. My opponent slammed a hand trap. And that starter that I started with, or I should have started with, every time I told somebody about to play after the tournament, why didn't you start with blank? Well, it resolved, didn't it?
Yep.
I didn't do the right thing, and I won because of it. Right?
There's also ways to check what your opponent has in hand pretty effectively.
Yeah, that's one of those before the tournament things, figuring out what do they have to be interacting with? When does that card have to be activated?
Well, there's with perfect knowledge, there's obviously the cards that you should use hand traps on. Like, obviously, if you have low and let's not say that even. If you have Ash and Witch, obviously you should imperm the Ash. But sometimes players feel like they need to imperm that Witch. Yeah. That's not the perfect example, but there's some things that they feel forced to interact with.
When you're taught that you should probably start with this normal summon and then save the extended for after the normal summon gets interacted with, like, your opponent knows that, and then you can go, well, if I start with this, my hand looks soft. I'm not supposed to start with this.
Yep, that actually happened to me this weekend.
This guy knows that I'm not supposed to start with that. He's smart enough to know that. Run it. Effect. They slam the hand trap. All right, cool. Slam the hand. Okay, cool. This one resolves.
Here's maybe an example.
It's all about every opponent's different, right? Every player you play, every match you play.
Here's maybe an appropriate example. It's if you have pre-prep and pre-prep has to resolve, and you have Herald. You Herald first, send Herald to grave, use its effect, and they have to ash that. If they don't ash that, they know that they lose. Right? That's the choke point. They have to ash it, and then you're guaranteed to have pre-prep resolve.
All of a sudden,
pre-prep resolves. You do your full combo. It's like you can check your opponent's hand, and if they don't ash that, then you know that they probably don't have ash because the average player would feel compelled to ash that.
Right. Yeah. And if they do have the ash, well, at the end of the day, you tried to deviate to gain some ground, and it didn't work. But if you had just not deviated, you'd been in the same spot, right? At the end of the turn, the same card got ashed, or you gave yourself a chance to succeed. You created an opening that wasn't already there. There's a lot of those Hail Mary plays where I'll be sitting there looking at my hand. I'm like, all right, man, let's run it out there. It don't make sense, but that's why it's going to work. If it's going to work, that's why it's going to work.
That kind of happened to me this weekend. I played a game against a Cashier Voiceless guy. And I forgot to tell you about this. In game 1, I made my weird board, and he starts with a planet. Okay. And he searches, and I drolled it. And he scooped. And I was like, okay, cool. Game 2, he went first, and he summoned Fenrir. And I was like, every time I played against Kashtira with this deck, if I don't stop this Imperm, I don't stop this Fenrir, I lose. So I Imperm this Fenrir. And you know summon low. And I was like, I did not know this guy was playing Voices. That's tough. That was my only form of interaction. I lost that game.
One thing I like about the Cashier cards when I was playing Snake Eye right before the ban list happened was just, like you're saying though, right? You playing these cards that like I'm gonna slam this guy on the field, and I get to play a game of do I want to activate this unicorn and try to get a hand trap, or let it resolve, or like, are they gonna ash this unicorn? I rip that card out of the extra deck and know exactly how to play the game. Am I gonna get drolled after this and get completely punished? Like there's a lot of sub games, mini games that come into like activating cards like that and trying to weasel your way into a game.
You see, like, just back to the hand trap thing. There's so many to play around, especially going into this new format. People playing
choose sometimes, bro.
Ogre, Mourner, Veiler, like everything. So it's like
seeing a lot more Ghost Ogre has been interesting.
Ghost Ogre, I feel like is gonna be very popular in LED format. Yeah, because of Voices is gonna get even stronger with the new cards. I think those cards are nuts, especially Blessing. I don't think a lot of people are going to play Sphere. I'm probably going to play Sphere. I like to draw cards. But also, I just think it's good against Tenpai, right?
It's good against Tenpai. It's good against
Horus.
I think Horus is going to be represented. Dude, at YCS Raleigh, Horus was insanely represented in the room.
But none of them topped.
None of them topped. I think that...
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, not a single one. But, dude...
They're everywhere. I showed up at the end of the day. At the end of day 1. And I walked in and started scanning the room. So many MCETs, bro.
Dude, I played against 2. I personally played against 2. I was playing it. I think that's going to be a very, very representative deck. Ghost Soaker is really good against it. It's good against Senpai. It's not bad against any other deck, to be honest. I mean...
Like, it has its points against every deck in the meta that's good.
Yeah, it really does.
Sounds like the boxes are checked for a good card.
Like, even in decks that it's not good against, those decks are passing on an Apollo. So even if you do something and they Apollo, you just pop it, now they lose 3 negates.
And with the meta being more wide open, I think Centurion probably will be gaining more
played against
popularity,
deck
and that card is really good against that deck.
My 3v3 side of it that I played in, and okay, I will say, if I did lose, but there was a point in the game where I had already been Calamity'd, my opponent made a Cosmic Blazer Dragon, and if I didn't set my talents as a bluff to get banished off of Red Supernova Dragon, or if they didn't play Red Supernova Dragon, like if they just, were more down 112, which some of us, they don't play all the 12s, I could have, just played through it. By getting my turn skip, right? I literally made an SP lived with 500 life or something. Like, literally was still in the game until
it's insane.
Yeah.
Off topic, but speaking of setting cards, let's talk about the new card. How do you feel about the new Diabellstar card that's anti-spell?
Card's cool, Diabells or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
It's cool.
The searchable anti-spell fragrance.
I think cool is the word I'll use.
Is that card once per turn?
Once per turn, what?
To pop a card.
It
says every time, or it says your opponent has to set spell check cards for activating them, and then you can pop a card if a spell check card is set.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe it is once per turn, and it's cool, but it's gonna be crazy against Runic, dude. Runic stun is gonna be a thing of the past. It's not, but
as long as Connor's alive.
Against a lot of other decks, it's not going to be as good as people think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Against, like, the Snake Eye deck, it hits 0 cards. None. 0.
Yeah.
Like, against Race, it hits some of their cards, which is cool, but they can book a Moon it. It hits, like, the Toxic decks, because, obviously, you can set your, I don't know, whatever, OSS. I guess in Snake Eye, it hits Wanted, right? It hits Wanted. So that's the only card. But you can set your OSS and then just activate your OSS. You can set the field spell and then activate the field spell.
Right. That's my thing is, like, there's, like, worlds where that card's probably really good, and I'm sure there's, like, boards you can make that, like, when the format shifts where everyone's playing econs and droplets, all of a sudden you get to poop on somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I can see that stuff happening, but I don't know if, like, that effect is going to be that crazy. Again, there'll also be some decks that, like, search a quick play spell it, like, now my 10-pay deck can't quick play spell in my battle phase to pop off. Like, that's a real thing, right?
And it is, like, compounded with other things. It might be good because then you can't Wanted. So you know they're not going to be able to Wanted. So, like, you might feel safer interacting with, like, another choke point. It's like
an illusion, like right? So, like, the Chimera stuff can play it, like, search it.
I know that. That's cool.
I'm pretty sure.
It is an illusion. That's
cool.
Pretty sure DJ's talking about it. DJ's playing the
Nightmare Archfiend shape.
Yeah.
That card's good.
Yeah, DJ got some this weekend.
That card is good. I did not know it was as good as it was. Nightmare Apprentice, yeah. So it's not Nightmare Archfiend. Because it's Apprentice Illusion Magician.
Bro,
but...
I hope that deck don't get good. I'm tired of candles, bro.
Bro, the candle getting you.
Everybody in my locals plays that deck, bro. I'm tired of it.
Bro.
Not to shout out Sam, Aiden, and DJ. You guys gotta stop. That deck's like my nemesis, bro.
If you lose to that at a regional, I'm gonna bully you.
I have. Many times.
You could have cut it out, but we play against it too much. The Snake Eye Bellstar card's really cool.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Swole Poplar
Swole
is awesome.
Poplar goes hard.
I'm all about Jack Poplar. That card's sweet. That new field spell support card is cool.
What is that spell card called? The one that mills cards?
Let me find its name.
It's got a wild name.
It's got a wild name.
What is it called?
That card is... I can't remember its exact effect.
It's like mill up to how many cards your opponent has or something. Excavate.
Yeah.
I want to read those Ragnarika cards because they have a lot of cool types, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's excavate up to the number of cards that your opponent has off the top of the deck and then add one to your hand. I'm pretty sure that's the thing, and then send the rest to the grave. I think, but I could be wrong about that last part.
I want to play...
that card...
I want to play the U-Bell deck.
I know the U-Bell deck is going to be wild.
Way where there's a will.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way is what it is in English.
No. Way where there's a will. Everybody's just calling it that because...
Way where there's a will.
Yeah.
Way where there's a will? Way where there's a will.
Yeah.
Way there ways a way
where
where
there's
there's a will.
What does it expect?
During the main phase, the turn player can activate this effect. Excavate cards from the top of your deck up to the number of cards your opponent controls, and if you do, add one of them to your hand. Also, after that, place any remaining cards and one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck in any order.
Oh, my bad.
Can only do it once per turn. During the end phase of any turn, a player excavated 9 or more cards at once by this card's effect. That player can activate this effect. Shuffle all cards your opponent controls and in their graveyard into the deck.
There will
It reminds me of the death spot field spell.
There will be a deck that's really good against at some point. Like a deck that like you links or something in the future, and you're just like, oh, you have 9 cards. Like, shuffle
And
them all.
if they have 9 cards and they can't stop that card, there's a problem.
Bad day. Bad day for dueling. You deserve to get them all put back. But I remember just salvation. I put all the cards back. Man, I wanted to resolve that so bad. I wanted to be playing against Manadium, staring down Barons and Dissipators, bait that negate, flip that trap card, my opponent read it, they read it again.
Speaking of Manadium, this isn't a Manadium deck, but how you feel? You said Scareclaw deck? This deck looks sick.
I instantly sent it to Zane. Instantly.
Zane was very excited about it. I'm missing like 3 cards for it, and I'm going to be playing it.
What are you missing?
Samsara's
I got him.
And what other card? I made a TCG player app collection with it. Let's see.
You
I
know
had
me.
Astrolaut.
I got that too. I got Euros.
Cop. Send them with me.
Okay.
Send
I have
them with
one
me.
Samsara and one Astrolaut on me.
King.
I have the rest of them at home.
Okay.
All right. Well, you boys want to wrap this up?
Yep.
It's getting a little late. I think it's going a little long.
Sorry, I'm having a good time chatting with you.
I'm having a good time too, man. I just want to be respectful of your all's time.
Go event on the 25th of May.
Yeah.
5th of May, come check us
Goodlettsville
out. Come to Tennessee,
on the
baby.
4th of
Come
May.
see us.
Nothing this weekend? Right?
Bainbridge.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Bainbridge,
A
that's
little
8 hours
far
away. I'm
for
not
us.
going there. Well, apparently Logan's going.
Yeah, Logan and Tay are
I
going.
doubt they go. No offense to you guys, but you guys don't like driving 6 hours. That
Tay
place is far.
soloed that 6-hour drive. that
He did. Shout out
So
to
I don't know, bro.
I
Take
can
out
see
that
him
dog
going.
in him.
I can
Let
see him
let somebody.
Where's the list of events? Hold on.
There's a bunch of events. Come check out the Guud event. We didn't talk about this much, but CM vended the event.
They
They
will be
visited
visiting
Raw.
and
They
they
should
were-
be at Indy. So
Yeah, it was super sick. They're
come visit the booth. They're the best. They bring a whole card store with them.
legitimately, their booth had the most of any booth by far.
There was a lot of guys who came up. I'm looking for blank random. Did you check CM games? No, they don't have it. I'm like, but did you check? I'm like, well, no, I didn't check. I'm like, just let's check. Check their inventory. They have all that inventory online. You can view what they have just sitting in the booth. They had the card the old boy needed.
Yeah, it was cool. They had some cool accessory stuff. Yeah, man. I think CM needs a foreign binder, man.
Facts.
Gamers
CM
Choice.
doesn't buy foreign cards, but
Yeah, that's kind of the
they
thing. Is
should.
all the non-English stuff ends up in a box on a shelf. The box has gotten pretty thin because I'll go through and rate it.
Yeah.
Well, let me know what's
Cool.
got in it.
I'll like. There's some German Identity Nightmares secrets. Two or
Dibs.
3 of
I'm
them.
gonna need those.
I just called dibs. Sorry, be blue.
Sorry. I'll dig out the non-English stuff. Honestly, it should all be graded. I have it just literally sitting sorted in a box.
It's just that's the only thing. Like I look forward to that so hard because some of the vendors, Gamers Choice specifically, but there are some other vendors that bring like massive foreign collections, and I'm like fiending.
Gimme.
But yeah, no. CM had an awesome booth, and they will at Indy too. So check it out.
Yeah,
It's gonna be even better.
I'll be at
Indy.
Indy.
It's gonna be
Indy's
even
actually
better.
my birthday. I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. I'll be in Texas. I won't see y'all at Indy, but at Nats. And if you'll see me at an event, come say hi. I love chatting. I know I get awkward if somebody's like, "Hey, man," but
I had a lot of people
okay.
ask you where you were this weekend.
where they? Oh, I showed up, bro. I like walked past some people and they'd like,
I come running, bro. I was so
What's
excited to
going
see
I
you.
had somebody threaten physical harm on you this week.
Who?
my
That was
God.
pretty
Who
crazy.
should put their
right?
hands
Do I-
on me?
Do I need to drop names?
Yeah,
Do I need to
cuz,
drop
what?
names? That's crazy.
"Who's trying to hurt me?"
Oh, who was I say? You move that away.
I don't know who it was.
Oh, bro.
Why were they gonna harm me?
hard. You could probably.
Why were they gonna harm me?
I don't know, man.
Who's putting their hands
I
on
don't
me?
know, man.
I give him a bad
Just
deck
dude.
list or something.
It was this dude that shows up late to Alabama regionals.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Shout out to GoodGaming.com. If you like to roast Thomas as much as we do, You can get your Dark Wow shirt.
Stand up, show that thing off, bro.
Dark Wow.
Everybody at Locals got these things on right now,
Straight up,
bro.
everybody at
This
Locals
is
has
a
this
straight
shirt.
meme, but it has turned into the best shirt on the website.
GoGaming.com. Shout out ninth place.
Get back to us, baby.
Just trail the monsters and get back to me.
Yeah.
So good.
That was yeah. This is a if you know you know shirt.
you know, you know.
But if you don't know, buy it anyway. Okay?
If you don't know, bro, if you come up, I don't know what I will give you, but I will think of something real special for any rando people that come up to us, because Thomas will be with us at Indy wearing this shirt, bro. I will do something special for you because that will be the biggest
You
troll.
walk up to Thomas, ask him how's ninth.
Oh man.
Start with that.
I love it. But yeah, shout out that. I was kind of memeing the other day, and I'm just like, bro, people like this one so much. I'm gonna start, and they're super cheap. It's like $15. I was like, I'm gonna make one for everybody at Local. There's gonna be a different like meme for
If
every.
you know, you know about
Yeah,
that person.
if you know, you know.
That'd be good.
That's sick. I love that.
But anyway.
Yeah. YuGiOh.com. Don't forget that. DuelingGuard.com. They just announced Tokyo Ghoul and Kaiju 8 deck boxes. Those are pretty sick.
Dude, Kaiju number 8.
Haven't started yet. I'm gonna wait for a couple episodes to get out.
I'm gonna wait for the whole thing to release, but the opening is by Youngblood, which I thought was crazy.
I did not know that.
It's crazy.
Now,
know
see,
anything about this,
Fox.
but Youngblood,
See,
that's cool.
we were talking beforehand that Fox is about to hit his anime arc, where he's just
Yes,
gonna
he
start
is.
watching it. Fox doesn't watch anime. We got Bo on the anime like a year ago, started watching Naruto, and Lil Mav's gonna get into where he starts watching it. And he's gonna make Fox watch it, and Fox is gonna start fiending.
Yeah, they were talking about how I was good. We keep talking. But I don't know about it, boy. I don't know about it.
But the
Maybe.
opening to Kaiju number 8 is sick.
I haven't watched it yet. They do have a dead box on pre-order. Make sure you get that Guud at checkout. 5%
Yeah,
off.
I'm probably gonna be snagging me a Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not gonna lie, that thing looks so sick. The like, it's general. It's Tokyo Ghoul art. Like, you know, what do you expect? But
Fox, I don't know what that is.
Me having no
It's
idea what to expect.
Tokyo Ghoul art, like Tokyo Ghoul, like merch and everything. Like, it has like a couple common like key images that just like is everywhere kind of thing.
Here's the
You know
dude,
what I mean?
here's the dude
So,
with
like-
the smoke, right? Maybe not.
The smoke.
Hold on.
Not smoke, but
You know what I'm talking about?
regardless.
Maybe not.
He doesn't.
Okay. I don't know what I'm talking
Regardless, I think it's cool because where like the imprint is, it's foil. I think
Yeah.
it's so cool, dude. Like it's kind of key. I think cracking his knuckle. I'm not sure.
Shout out Joe has the
Like
knuckle
red
crack
foil,
tattoo.
bro. Yeah, it's sick. It's so cool, dude. I like it. Spy Family one they have coming out. Alex really wants that one.
Turns out I have no idea what I was talking about.
I do. That's not what it was.
He might be talking about Cowboy Bebop, the guy smoking a cigarette or something.
No, I'm pretty sure what I'm talking about. It's like that one Yu-Gi-Oh card that's a skull with the smoke around it, but that Tokyo Ghoul guy face transfused in my brain. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The LB comment or whatever?
The
Shadowed Fate something?
there's
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yes, I don't know what the card is.
It was
I
literally
know.
that card, like in my head was the background of that card with this guy's face.
It's like a version of Ichigo from Bleach that's like mask smoke.
That's been good, guys.
That might be-
Thanks for hanging
that'd
out.
be good.
Love you
Sorry.
guys.
I don't know.
Indy,
We'll see you guys at
Goodsville.
Indy.
I'll
See you
work on
next
my anime
week.
trivia.
He's working on his anime trivia. No, he's not.
I'll work on winning
Yeah,
that.
go get you a Dark Hole shirt.
Get your Dark Hole shirt.
Oh.
If we sell 100 of these, I will give a special shirt away. Don't know what it is yet,
Yeah.
but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, before we wrap up too, I was thinking the other day, we announced when we like opened the merch shop, which thank you guys for, buying off that. We announced that we were going to do a special merch item given out to somebody that purchases something within the first. We said month at the time, but it's been like 4 months. But I have a log of everyone that has purchased, and I have not forgotten about that. There will be a special merch item for someone. We will announce details in the future. The person from the last podcast that won the second deck box, I will respond to your comment on YouTube. We've been traveling and busy. I haven't done it yet, but if you're watching this, reach out to us on any social, and we will get you that as soon as we can. We're also going to have some new merch coming out. The hoodie that he was wearing this past weekend, the podcast hoodie, will be releasing. very
It's the
shortly.
podcast image. If you haven't seen it, it's all of us as frogs. It's me, Luke, Fox, and Logan as frogs. Shout out Tommy, designed it.
It's amazing.
And it's on our T-shirts. So if you haven't seen it, you can see it on T-shirts. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. So we have T-shirts. We have hoodies that are going up. The Fortnite inspired shirt is still on our website. I said that I was gonna only have it up for the weekend, but I just kind of forgot to take it down. So get it quickly because
It'll be gone by the end of this week, probably.
It will be gone by this weekend. So get it if you want it. Get it while you can. It's actually really cool.
The more I went to that shirt, the more I giggled. Just like every little detail, bro. I was like,
The best thing I've heard is Aaron saying he's got the dual disc steppers.
The
Dual disc shoes.
We'll have another shirt for ND, so be looking out for that. It's
he's
gonna be
gonna be
pretty sick. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next time.
bye, y'all.
See ya.